G'day guys, welcome back to another video from my channel. So we're starting back with the new update, and as you can see, the new update is not treating my game very well at the moment. Everything that I've built is basically being destroyed. I'm not touching anything until everything settles down. Every time I come into this area it still moves and flickers a little bit, but every time I reload the game all the logs move a little bit further, so at some point it's gonna go crazy. But anyway, welcome back. Just a quick update on what I've been doing in the game. Even though the game has updated and destroyed a lot of things, it looks bad, but it's not really that bad. It's quite an easy fix. But a couple of things it has done is actually make it kind of look good. So this was destroyed. I kind of like it. I kind of like that. It flicked that around. I kind of like that. And it did all this to this. And I kind of like that as well. It kind of looks like it's an older grave. And this whole area I'm kind of liking. It looks really nice at night time. Other things that are happening, like these two logs just keep, these two planks just keep moving. That one stayed there. I'll pick that one up, see what happens to it. Some things are falling through the spears, some things are not. Spears fall through spears, other things are not moving. Like here, like that beer bottle, that wasn't there yesterday. So let's just chuck that back in and see what happens to it again. You know, whether they keep moving, but yeah. Everything's a little bit jittery at the moment, but anyway, I'll show you a quick update on the village to see what we're doing. But before we do that, I just want a quick shout out to a couple of people. I'll put their links on the video. Gaming Reflections, the Crow from South Australia, Hectic, Nazari, and Spray and Pray. These guys, they're older gamers. They're creating content every single day. They're passionate about this game. So am I, and it's a privilege to know them, and it's a privilege to watch their videos. So if you have an opportunity, go and look at their videos, and if you play this game, you'll pick up so many tips and tricks from these older gamers. Instead of looking at some 15-year-old or 16-year-old who's a mega sensation, go and subscribe to these guys. Most of us are 50 or 50 plus gamers. We've been playing games since the late 70s, early 80s. We started when games started. And we understand what makes a good game, and we understand why we play these games. And this game is one of the best. And you wait till we start producing content on the new Medieval Dynasty, the Japanese one, because we're going to absolutely destroy that game. But anyway, let's have a look at what I've been doing lately. So here we are at my cow yard, and or stockyard. It's going to be a stockyard in the end, but you just got to start. You've got to prepare these things before these big projects. You've got to start earlier and then let them build up, and then you can do a video on them. So Gaming Reflections done one on sheep. I'm going to try and catch him, but I'm going to use cattle. I don't know how I'm going to go. He's already up to 130 or something. He's also, as well as Hectic, Nazari, they're well on the way to the $1 million. I think I could have already done that if I wanted to with the flax production that I have. But anyway, I hope we'll see who gets there first between those two. Yeah, so I'm going to try and catch up with Gaming Reflection on his sheep. I'm going to do it with cows. But that's not what I've really been working on. This has just been a little side project. I've actually been working back on my jousting area. So I've done a couple of things. So the first thing that I noticed that after the new update is that if you have spears and you put spears on spears, everything just falls through the spears. If you put weapons on the spears, they fall through. Whatever you put on spears. But I put a log on the spears just to see what would happen, and it hasn't fallen through. Now another thing that I wanted to show you guys is just a quick tutorial on throwing spears so that you guys can learn how to do it yourself. So if you want to do something like that, it's all about the position of the body, the front foot here, and where you want to throw, and then you can just chuck something through. But if you don't want to put it on an angle, what you do is you get your foot, and now we're back. I pull my mouse back as far as I can, and it actually throws it right in front of your foot. So you're about 2 inches from your foot. So if you do exactly the same thing, and then move, you'll get straight spears, or close enough, or at least to the point where that you can go back and you can work out which one you want. And then you can just keep doing it, and you can work out what you want to do. And then you can chuck up a log or something like that. I don't know why I've got no spears left. But anyway, that's a general idea. The further you away, the lower the angle, the closer you are, the higher the angle. That's all it is. So yeah, but this one hasn't fallen through. I was thinking about using this for the jousting area. I'm going to put a saddle, and if I get these spears in the right place, I'll put a moose head on the front, make it look like a cow. After the new update, this whole table fell apart. Well, from there all the way back. So I basically just took away a quarter, and for the last 5 days it seems to be sitting down quite good. So maybe just don't go too far with a table like this. It seems to have settled down, nothing's happening. All I did was knock everything out and then put in a new stone wall at the back there, held everything together. I replaced the front fence of these ones and enclosed them with stone. I'll talk about that later. All these baskets were jittery. Every time I load the game, they were jittery, and you can see that the cherries and the plums and everything were coming out. But them have also settled down, so that's quite good. But I also wanted just to show you some different styles of tables that you can actually build in this game. I've been stuffing around making sure that if that all blew up, how the hell am I going to replace it? And this is what I've come up with. If you just build a tables on table on table on table, they all interlock and they don't move. And then if you run the stone around them, you can see the stone actually comes into the table and holds everything in place. Another way that I did it was I just put stone on both sides. Now they've moved a little bit, as you can see there's a couple of gaps, but you're not going to see it from over this side. So that's another way that you can do it, and these guys actually are starting to use it, which is great. And then if you want to just drop something, just drop it. And then if you get into a rhythm, like if you want to do something like that, you get your plates, you get your body into a position. I don't know if I've got any plates on me. Got wooden plates, let's see, wooden bowls. Drop one, stand on the plate, line up, drop another one. And you can do that all the way along. Stand on the plate. Drop another one. I know it's a bit of a pain in the ass. When I do this, I actually get rid of everything else. So the first thing that you get is that. And then if you do that, we've got a knife. Let's drop a knife on the plate, see what happens. Okay, so you can drop a knife and it will do exactly the same action every time. So you can see that you can drop them all the way, so you've got one half, one on the left side, one on the right side, this one will be here, and you can keep doing it. And then all you do, if you want to do your wine bottles, you just get a little bit to the right of it, drop it, move to the wine bottle, drop, 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 like that. Exactly what I did here. A little bit more difficult here because you can actually fall through the wood here, whereas this one is an actual table which is part of the game, so a lot more easier to do here. These things have been sitting on the table for the last 5 days, so they're not moving, they're not doing anything. This one's a little bit different because that's me making that. I think it looks better, but this is using the actual game mechanics to make tables. Now I could actually run, we can actually run a stone wall down here, I think. If I took away those seats, I could run a stone wall down here and it would actually hug into those tables. So if you're looking to make like a medieval feasting table, that would be the best way to do it. Put all the tables together, run a stone wall around it, and then it won't move. Okay, but if not, if you want to do something like this, a little bit more artistic, you have to throw in some spears. You got to throw in some spears here and a spear here, and you got to push all the logs up against the spears, and you just got to keep doing it, and it takes a long time. But anyway, there's some options for you when it comes to tables, but you can kind of see, like if you did another one here, and another one here, and another one here, and another one here, you can really upgrade your tavern area, which would make, you know, a lot of different villages look fantastic. But yeah, I'm really happy with all of them. That one, this one, and that one. I don't mind that one either. So the idea here is that we're going to have like a feasting area looking over the jousting area. I've also added in another horse stable. So I've got to clean all this up, of course, but everything takes so long. So this will eventually be all cleaned up. I'll have like a mounting yard where the jockeys come to, well, not the jockeys, the knights come to get on the horses, then they come out here and they parade around our jousting yard. I planted an apple tree right here. I think when it grows up it should look fine, like that one. And then I'm going to put like a garden here. But yeah, another one of our great YouTubers and great creators in Medieval Dynasty took one of my ideas and he made a barbecue. I sent him a message and he did a really great job. I think I just knocked something up a little bit earlier, just to show you guys what is really capable in this game. Again, just using some stone walls, put some spears across, put a fireplace, and then put up. So we've got fresh meat, fresh fish. Got some potatoes, which aren't potatoes, they're beetroot, roasted meat. I've got a couple of Korean, you know, that Korean stuff that they do in the bowl, Korean scrambled eggs. We're making some tacos over here. Again, you know, you can play around with this. This is not going to be the way that it is. I have to get rid of this thing because I want to put the light in. If you want to learn how to put lights into these buildings, go to Gaming Reflection. He just did a video on how to actually put lights into these buildings, and makes a world of difference. Yeah, so this is all going to go, but just to give you an idea about what's possible. Also, I've set up like an esky, so we've got all our beer, it's on ice. So we've got our barbecue area with our beer, we've got our tavern where everyone's having a great time. I might actually one day make one of these and turn it into like a discotheque, or I might put it like a stage over here in the middle. I might pull all this out and put a stage here, and then put a disco table where we can go waka waka waka. But yeah, like I said, I'm still working on this area, but just even this like one little corner I'm starting to get happy with, but it just takes so long. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about, so you can kind of see what's happening. I don't want to show you over what's happening over there. That's going to be another video, so we're going to go backwards. I'll give you a quick look. And here's a couple of samples that I've been doing. Just trying out different buildings, seeing what's possible. And another area that I've been working on for a long time. Okay, so everyone's got archery range. So this hasn't nowhere near finished, but yeah, everyone's got one of these. Or if you don't have one, you should have one. This one's going to be a little bit different. I've got some ideas for these two, and I started building something here and here. So this is going to be, well, my wife came up with it actually. But anyway, we'll worry about that in another couple of weeks. But yeah, so like I said, it's amazing what you can actually do in this game without actually thinking too much. But yeah, if you like these tables or you like the barbecue area, like and subscribe. Like I said, go and check out all these other videos. Other creators, they make fantastic videos almost every day. You just watch them, you learn so much about what's possible in the game, and it's fantastic. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you again. Thanks to all the subscribers to me lately. It's been fantastic. Let's hope we can get to 1,000. Let's hope we can get everyone else to 1,000. And let's see you in the next one. See you later.